So in today's video, man, you guys see I have my TRACKHAWK behind me right here, and this is a drag build TRACKHAWK, if you guys couldn't tell by the drag sleeve. So we got drags on all four, and this is pretty much like a black on black build. Hey man, I'm not gonna lie, this thing looks pretty slick. Let me know what you guys think. Me personally, I think this car looks pretty nice, but this isn't any ordinary TRACKHAWK drag build. All right, this thing actually does wheelies.
Stop the cap.
Not completely does wheelies, but I don't think you guys would be disappointed. All right, so let's just go ahead and start this thing up. And when I say this thing does wheelies, it's 1 centimeter away from lifting off the ground. It's basically wheelies, as you guys can, I mean, all right, so first off, the suspension is a little bit weird, but you guys got to trust the process. It's weird for a reason. All right, it's not wobbly for no reason. Let me actually take it out to the road so I can actually show you guys. But hey, it looks a little odd. All right, it looks very odd actually, just seeing a TRACKHAWK wobble like this. Crazy damn suspension. But let me show you guys what I mean. All right, so to make this do wheelies, you're gonna want to put it in neutral. You definitely want traction control off, and then boom. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was a fail. Hey, this works 99% of the times. I don't know why it messed up right there, but boom. As you guys can see, man, look at this. It's almost lifting off the ground. That is crazy. All right, I feel like this is very, very unique, and I mean, it just adds a lot to the car. Like, if this TRACKHAWK was just had normal suspension, I don't think it would be as exciting or cool. So let me show you guys once again. So boom. Hey man, this looks sick. As you guys can see, it's very, very fast also. I mean, for an SUV, very, very fast. The launch is amazing on this thing. Like, the launch is very, very fast, and I mean, it's just crazy to see this. I feel like if you were to bring this out to a drag event, I think, I mean, everybody would love it. Because I mean, normally at you know, real life drag strips and stuff, some cars, man, they be lifting off the ground, and this is kind of realistic. I don't know if I could consider it realistic, but I mean, it's very, very cool. And why did I just shut off the car? But let me show you guys the build I have on this thing, so you guys could go ahead and copy it if you guys would like. This personally is one of my favorite drag builds in Southwest Florida. So this suspension setup, it only works on the TRACKHAWK so far for me. I haven't really tested it much, but I've tried it on other cars, like 1 or 2 other cars, and it didn't work. For some reason, it only works on this TRACKHAWK. Let me go ahead and head into the shop so I can show you guys the build here. But yeah, this has to be one of my favorite drag builds, because I mean, it's just crazy, man. You bring this thing out to a drag strip, this thing almost does a wheelie. It just makes the car look a lot faster than it really is. It's still pretty fast. It's still very fast actually, but let me show you guys the build. So first things first, man, we have custom paint. You don't have to do custom paint. You can do normal black paint, but I have custom paint, and this thing's on 2 reflectants. And the reason I put reflectants too, because when you're indoors, man, look at the reflectants, man. It looks amazing. It looks super clean. I would go with this, but I mean, this doesn't look as nice, I feel like. So I usually go with just 2 reflectants. Looks very clean and sleek. And then for the performance, here we go. So this thing's fully maxed out with the stage 3 engine, stage 3 turbocharging, race brakes, race reduction, grip tires, transmission having on race. Here's the suspension setup. You guys are definitely gonna want to copy this. All right, this is the most important part of the build. If you want your car to do what my TRACKHAWK just did, you're gonna want to copy this. All right, so 2800 stiff, 100 damp, 1400 pre-comp, 700 EXT limb. I don't know what this, I actually don't know what it is, but 800 comp limb, 3300 for stiff, 1650 pre-comp, 800 right here, and 800 for comp limb. So that is the suspension setup right there. For the wheel width, I have this. You could also copy it if you guys want. I don't think it affects it much, but yeah, you guys could go ahead and copy this. So wheel width is the only thing I have adjusted for the wheels. Everything else is stock at 0, and then here's the steering. I'm pretty sure this is stock. Yeah, this is stock. And then drivetrain, I have it on all-wheel drive. I'm pretty sure it comes all-wheel drive, but if it isn't, for some reason, all-wheel drive. Here's a differential, 36 20 20, 29 16 16, and torque vectoring -32. And also, if I'm going too fast, you guys can pause the video and copy it down. And here's the gearing, 3.7. So this thing ultimately comes out to 1,195 horsepower, 1630 torque, 4,855 pounds, very heavy, but hey, it's still almost lifting it off the ground, so I'm not gonna complain. All-wheel drive, and yeah, that's the build right there. This thing, man, this thing is just amazing. All right, it's amazing. It's a little weird when you're driving, obviously, like when you're turning and stuff. Like this car, if it looks like it's gonna flip over, like look at this, it looks like it's gonna flip over. But when I drive this, I try to like tap the steering. Like I don't steer completely, like I don't steer at like a very sharp angle, because then I mean obviously it just makes the car turn like that, as you guys can see. Instead, I would try to like tap the turning button when you're driving this to limit wobbling. Let me try this here. So I would like try to like tap it. It's a little less, alright, it's a little less. It's kind of hard to make it not wobble, but this thing is pretty much just built for the track. Like going straight away, it's not gonna wobble, it's just gonna like almost wheelie. Boom. Super nice, as you guys can see. This thing has a very good launch, but yeah, I mean I wouldn't recommend driving this thing around daily driving, because like look at this, man, this looks crazy. But hey, if you're gonna go to like a drag event, drag race somebody, or if you're in like a roleplay server and there's a drag event, I mean I think it would be pretty cool to take this build out and you know, run some races, and I think people will think it's pretty cool to see car almost wheelie. But yeah, that's pretty much the build there. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys drop a like, as it really helps, as well as subscribe. Also comment down some video ideas, man. What do you guys want to see in Southwest Florida? And who knows, I might do it. But that's pretty much all for today. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.